Welcome, boys, to a brand new Clone Wars Minecraft survival mod. We've got brand new super battle droids. We've got B1 battle droids. There are, of course, Obi-Wan Kenobis on the battlefield, Magna Guards, there's clone troopers. This Star Wars mod has it all, and it is incredible. It is probably some of the best textures we've ever seen in a Minecraft Star Wars mod. So we're going to be doing a showcase of all of that today, and then if you guys want in the future, I will be sure to do a Clone Wars Survival Let's Play series on this mod. So let's get right on into it. Alright, boys, so first of all, let's show off all the different mobs that can spawn in here. And by the way, there are a couple extra mods that are activated in order to make a survival world a little bit more interesting with different structures. I believe the mod team told me that they were planning on adding their own structures, but for now, I'm using a couple sub-mods, including battle towers that they told me about. There's also a sci-fi structure mod, but I don't really see any sci-fi structures. I just see the battle towers for now. So there's that, and then the other thing to note is that there are some new ores, like they just happen to be right here, for making different Star Wars parts and stuff like that. But let's go over the mobs first. So this is going to be a clone trooper captain, and as you can hear, they do have some voice lines that play, and they're gonna go after some B1 battle droids here. It looks really, really cool. Fantastic job on these guys, pauldron and everything. And they drop some bones. And then we've got actually a scuba trooper, which I think is kind of funny that they added a scuba trooper before some other troopers. But it looks incredible. Look at that scuba trooper, baby. Yeah, the models in this are pretty tough to beat. I would say in the previous Star Wars mods we did, they were very fun, but the models weren't as good, to say the least. These look incredible. And then here's a standard phase 1 clone trooper here as well. I believe they are still working hard on developing a lot of new stuff for this mod as well, so this is far from everything. It seems to me like everything that I see... Oh, what did they drop? Interesting. They do drop these assignment tokens, which was in the last Star Wars mod we played in, but yeah, it dropped some different assignment tokens, and it seems like the Magna Guards and the droids ended up getting a little bit pissed off at you. So yeah, these assignment tokens, these ones are for the Republic, but then here's a droid one. You can actually go ahead and right-click on these guys, and there we go. Yep, you can get them to follow you. You can get them to guard for you, so now he should follow me around. Yep, there you go. Cool. So that's how you basically acquire a droid or clone army in this thing. So those were the clones, and then we've got a B1 commander droid right here. Then we've got a super battle droid. This is the B2 rocket launcher super battle droid, so he shoots rockets. This is a rocket trooper, so I believe he can fly with his jetpack. And then just a standard B2 battle droid, we've already seen that one, and a standard B1 battle droid right there as well. There might be more because these are all the ones that I'm able to spawn in with these eggs, but I think there might be a few more available that I'm just not quite able to spawn yet. There's also stop speeders that you can spawn in and ride around in, which is pretty fun. And then you could do the same thing with bark speeders here. So you can hop on and ride them around and have a dandy old time, which is pretty cool. So these are very, very fun. Again, they do not like the step speeder. I've not seen any Republic forces actually spawn in the wild except for Kenobis. There are obviously Obi-Wan Kenobis, but I have only seen them spawn in for Republic forces. I have yet to see any clone troopers spawn in, so I'm very curious as to if you need to somehow create clones yourself, or if they will spawn in the wild. And I will ask the developer about that later. I've already bombarded him with a lot of questions because I'm pretty bad with Minecraft mods, so I was curious about a lot of different things. Other than that, there is a lot of different armor that you can craft for yourself. So here is a standard clone trooper armor right there. And then you can also go ahead and, of course, get the commando armor, which is just a slight variant on it. Pretty similar, but very, very cool. Then, of course, you've got Jedi. These are the Jedi guards, the temple guards, which looks sick. That looks incredible. You've also got General Grievous you can basically dress up as. which is nice. They have like a more white version, and then they have a more tan version, like a battle scarred version, but there's the white version right there. They've got Sith robes that you can wear as well on the battlefield, and these of course do all have their own properties and stuff like that. So pretty cool. You could be a Sith if you would like. You could be a clone. You could be basically whatever you want. Next up, we got a lot of different melee weapons here. So first of all, we've got a vibro blade. So you can actually activate this. I don't know if activating it does anything for the vibro blade. You've got the vibro axe as well. You can additionally activate that, and clearly it does quite a bit of damage. The electro staff you can activate again, but I don't think there's any animation for it. But then you get to the lightsabers, and you can activate and deactivate these. It's a smidge glitchy. It doesn't always properly activate, but then it looks pretty cool once you do. So there's the purple lightsaber. There's, of course, a blue lightsaber. Then there's a different blue lightsaber. So they've got, this one's Obi-Wan's, and then this one is Anakin's. And then this is obviously a Jedi Temple Guard lightsaber right here, and they look very cool. Then there's also the double lightsaber, and then Yoda's lightsaber, and then I wasn't able to fit it, but there's also a red lightsaber right here. And this is Asajj Ventress's, I'm pretty sure. Based on the curve there. So pretty nice. You got a lot of different lightsabers. There's also duranium, which is a metal that you can find around the world now in order to build a lot of the Star Wars stuff. So there's, a whole set of tools for that: pickaxe, axe, etc., etc., etc. You've also got like a force pike, which I believe is used sometimes by temple guards, I think is what it was. Again, you can activate the sound effect, but I don't think it actually does anything with that, which is totally fine. But then you've got the blasters. So you've got the blaster pistol, DC-17. You've got pretty much all of the main Clone Wars blasters. All right, so for example, here is just a standard pistol. Here's the DC-17 pistol, and you fire them just like you fire the bow. I don't know if there's actually charge to it, or if you can just kind of spam it out. It does light stuff on fire. Here's the DC-15A, pretty cool. Shoot that skeleton over there. Here's the E5. It does have red versus blue blasters, which is kind of nice. Westar, so you can be Jango Fett basically if you want. DC-15S, so the SMG. We got the rocket launcher. Woo, baby! Wow, these Magna Guards are tough. But the rocket launcher is extra dope. Hey, who is this guy? Kit. That might be part of a different sci-fi mod, the structure sci-fi mod that we have installed. That's kind of fun. And then the Z6 rotary cannon, which is a little bit more spam fiery. You can get a little bit more done with it. So you can basically go take on all the battle towers that you would like to, and take them all out. And of course, like, the rocket launcher would be probably the best option to take out one of these towers, because you can absolutely destroy them. I definitely recommend playing with the different structures and stuff. What are you? Cyclops, man? I would definitely recommend playing with the structures on. It just makes it a little bit more entertaining. I'm not sure why I can't open that chest or that chest. Maybe that's just a glitch because I'm in creative or something like that. But yeah, those will not open right now. Oh, here, this might be one of the sci-fi structures. Let's go check it out. Okay. Oh, and there's another structure over there. Yes, I think this is a crashed spaceship. So this is one of the sci-fi structures that will spawn in, which is kind of fun. System failure helped me contacting Station 9. So yeah, you can pick up some sci-fi android arms, Romulan ale, weapons station. Just kind of a fun additional mod, but not actually the same as the Star Wars mod. And then over this way, it looks like we have another, this is like a mini battle tower. Normally they're huge. Maybe this one goes underground? Okay, you can open that chest. It doesn't really have anything good in it. Yes, go slay them, Magna Guard. Yes, it does go underground, actually. But yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff you can get in there. It's pretty good for loot and stuff. So that's pretty fun. Okay, I've made it daytime again because nighttime sucks. And here's the thermal detonators, which is kind of fun. They're actually kind of, you can throw them really far. These things have some range to them, my guy. But obviously it's just sort of like a throwable TNT. Maybe actually a little bit smaller of an explosion than a TNT. Can't even one-tap a creeper though, sad. And then here is the sniper rifle, which I don't believe you can actually scope in with. but obviously it's going to have a bit higher damage rate than pretty much all your other, no, I'm not going to kill the doggo, than all your other Star Wars weapons. So, you know, that's sort of the purpose of having one of these sniper rifles. But again, oh no, you can scope with it. Okay. Oh, hey. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, you left click to scope with it, which is weird, but very, very nice. Okay, cool. So the developer has just told me that there are commando droids, but they spawn from monster spawners. So I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to find one of those, but they can spawn in dungeons, essentially, and I think they're really hard to kill. But then I'm looking for a jungle right now because droidicas spawn in jungles. Meanwhile, B1s, B2s, and Kenobis basically will spawn anywhere, and I'm asking him right now about clone trooper spawns, if they're going to add that, because I don't think they're in right now. So yeah, I did find mob spawners, but these are in the towers, and so they're specific for a particular mob to spawn in there. I think we'd have to dig underground and like get very lucky and find a dungeon, which I don't think is gonna happen, and I don't have like X-ray or anything like that. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna see the commando droids today, unless there's a spawn egg for them. And then all of this searching. Oh, there's a mad scientist. Failed sheep. What is this? Oh, ranged rogue android, melee rogue android. These must be for the other sci-fi mod. Yes. Okay, that's crazy. Mad scientist and a ruined sheep. Oh God! Here we go. There are spawn eggs for him, so we don't have to find a jungle and a spawner. But here is the commando droid. His head is so small. Small droid. Small head droid. Oh, he's so cute, but he's so buff. This man has the strangest build I have ever seen. Very, very peculiar. But then here's the droidica, which, wow, that looks absolutely incredible. And takes a lot of grenades to kill. 3 grenades to kill that. And then 5, 6, wow, 7, 8 grenades to kill a commando droid. So I can easily understand why those guys are in particular spawns, because they are very, very deadly, and it really would be like a boss battle if you ended up finding one, because they're just so tanky. I mean, that took a lot to kill one of them, so that's crazy. Okay, so I've been speaking more with the developer, and I learned that they are planning on making it so clones can spawn, but only in certain biomes. Basically, they're actually going to be different dimensions, and for right now they do not spawn in the wild, which is kind of a bummer. I kind of wish they would. I think they should just make them all spawn in the wild, because one of the fun things about the previous Clone Wars mod I used to play was that the clone troopers would just randomly pop up and start fighting massive wars with battle droids. That was really, really fun. I think they should do that in the meantime while the mod's getting more polished, because it would just open up a whole new game mechanic. But sadly, right now, you do have to spawn them in on your own. However, they do have different planets planned, and they're going to be different dimensions. So first of all, here's like the Geonosis coloring of the planet. They've made this custom block for it. And then Christophsis is going to be basically this color pattern, which is pretty cool. And then finally, they have Tatooine planned as well that they're going to be building. But apparently they are working on Kamino, where the clone troopers would be, you know, more prevalent. Okay, real quick, I wanted to follow up on this after recording. I learned that there is a cloning machine that you can build in-game that will let you spawn an infinite number of clone troopers for your army. That's pretty cool, and the reason that they took the clones out of the wild, because I guess they used to be in the wild, is that people weren't using the cloning machine, because they could just find them in the wild. I think that's a pretty cool feature. I don't know, I still kind of like the idea of them being in the wild, just maybe a little bit more rare or something like that, so people still use the cloning machine. I'm not totally sure, but yes, that is the reasoning that I've heard now. Sorry, I'm getting things kind of piecemeal as I play and ask questions and stuff like that. So I figure let's finish off this video with some battle droids being spawned in here, and we can witness a very fun little battle between clone troopers and B1 battle droids, just duking it out, having a little bit of a skirmish here on this battlefield, and seeing if they do in fact bite the dust. I think this is going to be a very, very fun mod. I am super excited about it. I think they're going definitely in the right direction. I think with more updates coming out, we'll see it come to fruition and really get to see in totality how this mod looks. I think right now, if they just made clone troopers randomly spawn in the wild, this mod would be almost perfect for what it is in terms of its simplicity. But until then, I think it's still a really solid mod. Like 9 out of 10. I just think they need clone troopers spawning in the wild to have these battles happening, and then once they release the different dimensions, then sort of section them off and stuff like that. That would be very cool. But either way, this mod is absolutely incredible. If you guys want to follow it, I'll put the link to the Discord and the actual mod download for CurseForge, if you'd like, in the description below, so you can check it out for yourselves. Thank you so much to the mod developers for chatting with me about this and letting me do a video on it. I'm very excited about it, and I think it'll be awesome. Let me know in the comments also if you'd like me to do a survival series on it. Either way, guys, that's going to be about it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.